Greetings, friend. I will show you how to solve Sudoku Extended Unique Rectangles Type 2, also known as EUR Type 2s. I'll tell you what it is, when you can apply it, and how to make eliminations and solve cells with an EUR Type 2. I covered the basics in the first example. Second example adds those extra tips you need to be able to spot these in every classic Sudoku where they could appear. Click below for puzzle links, and with that, it's solving time. My first example is from Sudokuwiki page. There are already some other advanced strategies applied to get to this position. This is what you'll see if you're on that website. And if you're new to the channel, I welcome you to Smart Hobbies. Subscribe if you want to turn your passing interest in Sudoku into a fun and enjoyable hobby. This is an extreme strategy. Extended unique rectangles only appear in the hardest puzzles. In order to understand extended unique rectangle type 2, you do need to first know what a unique rectangle type 2 is. So I can show you that right here. Look at these 4 cells. You'll notice that you have a 3, 4 in all 4 cells. And then in 2 of the cells, you have an additional candidate. You have a 2. Okay? It's in 2 columns, 2 rows, and in 2 blocks. If you did not put a 2 in either one of these 2 cells, you end up with a 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, and a 3, 4. That's what they call the deadly trap, because you could put a 3 here, 4 here, 3 here, and a 4 here, go back, put a 4 right there, 3, 3, and a 4, and you'd have 2 solutions to the puzzle. Unique rectangles apply when you know that the puzzle has a unique solution. And since you could put the 3, 4 in 2 separate ways, that's the deadly trap. We want to avoid that situation. In order to avoid that, we know that one of those 2 digits has to be a 2. And when you have an additional candidate in 2 of the cells in the same block, that is unique rectangle type 2. And with it, you can eliminate all the other 2s that see these 2 cells. So if there was a 2 here, here, or here, or here, you could eliminate those candidates, because we know a 2's got to be in one of those to break up that deadly pattern. Now, an extended unique rectangle is a unique rectangle with a structure larger than a simple 2 by 2. So if we extend this now to include these 2 cells, and you notice that we have 3 digits that we care about, a 2, 3, and a 4, plus an additional 2 digits, a 6, down in these 2 cells. That's going to be our extended unique rectangle type 2. So let's go over the conditions for an EUR type 2. You got to have it here in 3 rows or columns if you flipped it, 2 columns, and 3 blocks. You cannot have it out here in 6 blocks. That will not work. 3 candidates should form you a naked triple. So in this case, 2, 3, 4 are our 3 candidates that form a naked triple. And in a type 2, you're going to have additional candidates in one of the houses. So in this case, you'll have these 6s here in block 7 in row 7. I'll show you in the second example another situation that still qualifies as a type 2 in the same house. And then what you want to see here is, just like we did with unique rectangle type 2, with an extended unique rectangle type 2, we know a 6 has got to be in one of these cells. If you take the 6 out from this cell, let's say, oh, it can't be a 6, what you'll see then is that you can put a 2 there, which would force a 2 right here. And then you could solve, 3, 4, 3, 4. You go back and you put a 2 right here. It forced a 2 right there. And you could do, 3, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 3, right? You can fit those 3s and 4s in 2 different ways in the same cells. Not good for us. Same thing, you could put a 3 right here. It's going to end up doing the same thing for us. I mean, yes, you'll get a 4 and a 3 right here. It'll actually reduce what can be in the different cells. You know, you can put a 4 right there and put a 2 right there. But this situation, you can put the 3 there, or you can put the 3 right here, and you get 4, 3, 2, 4, 2. And so those 6 digits, different configuration, but it still would qualify the same in the puzzle. And then you go to the 4 here, and the same thing's going to happen. You go to 3, you go to a 4 right there, you're going to end up with a 2 right there, 3 here, and a 2 there. And you'll see how you have the 3 and 4 take those 2 spots. But if the 4 is here, then the 3's got to be in one of those 2 cells, the 2's got to be in the other one. And then the 2 would have to be in, you know, one of these 2 cells. Hopefully this is making sense to you. You can run through all the permutations if you want. And you can put 4 right there, 3, 4, and you'll see that the same 6 digits are going to be in there, and it won't affect the rest of the puzzle. That's going to be a 3, that's going to be a 2. So the 2's got to still be in one of those spots, the 4's in one of those spots, 3 and 4 right there, and then the 2 and 3 are going to be there. And you do 2 different permutations, and it doesn't have a unique solution. And so we know that can't be right. We have to have the 6 in one of these spots. Since we have to have a 6 in one of those spots, you can eliminate the 6's from any spot that sees both these. And since they're in the same row, in the same block, you can eliminate within the block. So these cannot be a 6 anymore. And you can eliminate in the row. And so then we could solve this cell for an 8 and solve this cell for a 6. And I'm just going to warn you, you still need some more advanced strategies to solve the rest of this puzzle. The scope of this tutorial is to show you how the extended unique rectangle type 2 works. Okay, let's move on to our next example, where I'm going to show you a couple more tips that you need to know. Okay, for our second example, this is actually off of the triple firework page of Sudokuwiki. One of the commenters pointed out that you could find an extended unique rectangle in this puzzle if you don't use the firework strategy. And I won't cover the firework strategy here because that's outside the scope of the tutorial. But we're at this point, this position in the puzzle, if you do a little bit of initial solving to get where you can see the extended unique rectangle. So you notice you have the 3 7s right there. Okay? So put those in blue. And then if we add an additional digit, we add these 1s. All right, so we have 1, 3, 7. And now we just need 2 more cells in the same columns with an additional digits. If you look right here, you have a 1, 3, 7 plus the 5s. And the 5s are in the same block, in the same row. So that's the additional digit. And so without those 5s, you'd have a 1, 3, 7 naked triple. And then without the 5s, like we showed, this forms a deadly pattern that you have to avoid, because this puzzle has a unique solution. Now, the extra tip I want to give you, I didn't show you in the first example, is in this case, the 5s are in the same row, in the same block. You could actually have a type 2 if, say there's not a 5 right there, but say the 5s are in the column. So if this was a 5, that's a 5, that's a 5, all in the same column. You could also have that as an extended unique rectangle type 2. And where you make the elimination is that you would eliminate a 5 from here, and from here, and from here. You eliminate all the other 5s in the column. Because if you put a 5 in that column outside the blue cells, you'd give yourself that deadly pattern. That's the other way you can do an extended unique rectangle type 2. The most common one you'll see is like this, where it's in the same block, in the same row. So what we know here is that a 5's got to be in one of these cells. And let's say you don't have a 5 in one of those cells. You put a 5 right here. What's going to happen? You put a 5 right there, and then you end up with that deadly pattern, right? And we can put a 1 here, and you're going to end up where you can put the 1, 3, 7 in several permutations, which do not allow you to have a unique solution to the puzzle. And so in this case, we know that one of these digits has to be a 5. So you can eliminate a 5 everywhere in the block where a 5 could be, and then they also are in the same row, so you can eliminate a 5 from this cell right here. And by eliminating the 5 from right there, there's only one place left for a 5 in block 1, so you can solve that for a 5, and then you can continue solving the rest of the puzzle. And if you do not want to solve the rest of this puzzle using the traditional advanced strategies, well, check out this video to learn how to apply the Firework strategy. Thank you so much for watching.